Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing these three incredible hot sauces from the Wiltshire Chilli farm. That's right, today I'm going to be sampling these three hot sauces from the Wiltshire Chilli farm, and I'm not just going to be sampling them with a spoon or straight out of the bottle. No, we're doing it properly. We're making chicken wings. Now, the wings were actually made in the episode before this one, so if you want to know how I made the wings, click up there. And if you're not interested, you just want to know about these hot sauces, stay tuned while I go and grab the wings. Chicken wings have arrived, as has my other half, who has decided to sit in on this one because, well, food, right? So, as per the order that they're in on the table, this big bowl over here is the sweet chili, the bowl in the front is the chipotle, and the small bowl to the left is the super hot habanero. So we're going low, medium, high in heat levels. These two are buffaloed, so mixed with butter. These ones are just straight up sauce because they're not that spicy. Today I'm going to be drinking the Ginger Grizzly alcoholic ginger beer. This is from Heatherwood Craft Beer Company. It is a Lidl special, if memory serves me correctly. It's been hanging around in my cupboard for a couple of months and I wasn't sure really what to do with it, so nice fiery, refreshing drink seems like the right thing to do today, so I'm going to break into that. Meanwhile, I know my other half is very hungry, so I'm going to let her dip in straight away with the sweet chili wings. We also have a craft cider on the channel for the first time, which the other half is drinking Pulp Mango and Lime Craft Cider, all pulp, no fiction. Smells palatable. Right then, let's get into these wings. So the first one is this Wiltshire Chilli Farm Fearless Flavour Sweet Chili Sauce. A couple of those. Just look at the crispy skin on those. Thanks again to Yummy by Liam on Instagram for the recipe for the basis of the cook of these wings, because they've turned out exceptionally well. My, they're crispy. I've done some pretty good wings before at home, but never with a crisp quite like that. The chili's mild. I think they could probably take a bit more sauce. Do you want some more adding?
Possibly, yeah.
Let's not mess around. Let's get a real idea of the flavour. Just dab a bit on this one as well, so I can really tell you what it's like. This one I have had before, but it's been a few years, so I can't really remember. All I remember is that it was very good. There. Oh yeah. That is an exceptional sweet chili sauce. It's got heat, but it doesn't go beyond just being a bit warm. It's got some pineapple in there, I think. Like, you can tell it's fresh ingredients. It's a million miles away from the stuff you pick up on the supermarket shelves. Get a bit of kind of apple cider vinegar as well from that, just on its own. I haven't read the ingredients. I might be a million miles away, but that's really good. Right, let's get into the second tier, which is the Chipotle, whatever you want to call it. It's subtle. I think this one maybe didn't have that much on. Let me try with another down the bottom so I can get a... Oh yeah, there's loads of sauce on that one. Right. What we got? It's got a nice smokiness. Not too much though. Obviously I buffaloed this, but you know what? I'm going to take one of the dry ones and go just for a direct dab with some of the straight up sauce so I can give you a proper honest review of it. A decent little dump of sauce on the top. Ooh,
Hot.
just flavour bomb. It's still smoky, deeper, more caramelised notes on that one. It's got a bit of a fruity undertone, but it's not refreshing as some of them can be. That makes a really nice, rich, deep sauce, that one. You get away with putting a splash of that in your gravy on your Sunday dinner. Spice level, they said it's mid. I kind of agree. It might be a bit less than mid for me personally, but I don't really know what my spice tolerance is like. So other than that, I kind of like it most of the time. So yeah, a mid is about right. I might say it's a bit of a lower mid, but it's pretty good. Right, before we get onto the hot stuff, let's have a sample of this. It's nice, it's refreshing, it's cold, it's slightly cheap ginger beer if we're honest, but it's better than half of the name brand ones, so we'll run with it. Right, and let's get into the bottom, the hot. Ain't no sauce running away on that one. That's really good. It's not crazy hot buffalo. Go for another one, another big dipped one. Habanero. Always makes everything playfully spicy. It's almost refreshing if it wasn't burning you from the inside out all at the same time. Are you finding that? Because you're not normally that keen on hot things?
No, it's got a kick to start with.
Simmering out a bit.
Yeah, but then it kind of, it doesn't...
Did you have that much sauce on your other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The initial kick's quite potent.
But then it branches off
Then it
into
branches
some
off
like...
into other flavours.
I'm not really sure what the other flavours are, but they are excellent. I think I can say without any certainty that Habanero is my favourite out of the three.
I think I might actually. I really like the sweet chilli, but I think out of the other two, the Habanero's got the better flavour, I think.
You still prefer the sweet chilli? You just like the sugary element of it?
Yeah, I do.
I understand. But for sipping beer with, the slightly drier, less sweet ones they're a bit better. Right, it would only be fair, given I've done it with the other two, to go for a straight up with some raw sauce on it. So I'm going to take this. That's a bit small. There we go. That's a little drumlet with some of the hot sauce straight on it. Quite runny that one, so it is on the plate as well, but there's a fair old covering on that. It is hot. It's not uncomfortable, but when you have it on its own, it's starting to get some mango and stuff. Real fruity Caribbean kind of flavours. These guys do a Caribbean hot sauce actually, which I've had before, which is also immense. And that sweet chilli sauce, after you've been at the really hot end, brings a beautiful little bit of relief. Wings are messy business though. Drinking a fiery ginger beer whilst trying to contend with other chilies, probably not the cleverest thing I've ever done, but it is nice.
Definitely don't get the same kick out of it after you've had the Habanero.
No. Any objection to me spicing this one up a bit more with more of the straight sauce? Because I think this doesn't need to be buffaloed. The Habanero one, I think is nice buffaloed to have the option, but this one actually isn't really all that hot. I'm going to go for this one wing here that has got an awful lot put on it. On fire? What was that from?
I had Habanero, but I had one that had been sat in the sauce at the bottom.
I am enjoying this Chipotle. I don't want to write it off. I mean, it's definitely the less interesting flavour of the three, but I think it could be a real asset in other things. In making a chili, using some of that.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
So actually that deep,
the smoke.
yeah, smokiness and the deepness. It might not be the best wing sauce, but I'll definitely save the rest of that and chuck it in the next chili or, you know, something along those lines. I licked the sauce straight off the plate and that happened. No more. For any avid podcast listeners out there today, I found on YouTube that comedian Ed Byrne had started his own podcast, but with a bit of a twist. He takes other, I won't say other comedians, but he's only done one episode and that was with Rod Gilbert, but takes his guests out on a mountain hike to interview them, which...
He does Monroe's, doesn't he, Ed Byrne? Yeah.
He does, yeah. And it was a good watch. So anyone interested, I give that a go for sure. I think the ones he's got coming up will be even more interesting. I don't know who he's got coming up, so I don't think he said, but yeah, really good watch. Do you think you could handle a spicier sauce than this?
Maybe buffaloed.
Okay, not straight up.
No.
You've not tried that straight up,
No.
have you? Do you want to?
No.
Okay.
I enjoy it buffaloed, I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, that's fair. Dripping. Good little drumstick. Look at that. So you can never can't tell with these things. I did more of these because I was absolutely certain that you wouldn't touch this.
Sorry.
And turns out, I should have done it the other way around. Again, not that this is bad, it's really not. It's just, it's a less bright flavour. And I'd say, I think this would be much better in lifting stews and chilies and casseroles than a straight up wing sauce. To put it in perspective, if you pick this one up off a supermarket shelf, you'd be blown away. It's just because next to the other two, it doesn't have quite the bright. Obviously, the sweet chili's got the fact that it's so sweet off it, and then habanero, I think, is so hard to beat as a wing chili.
I think the sweet chili, eating that one first is actually a mistake, because I think when you've had something that's the spicier before it, I think the complexity of the sweet chili flavours actually come out more when you have it after something spicier.
Okay. Any of you have followed the recipe on how to cook these? I think the recipe I followed used slightly bigger wings, which meant the cook time was right. I took these out a couple minutes early. I still think they could have done 5 minutes less. Most of them are great, but some of the smaller ones are just a little bit over. So check your wing size.
What do you think about that one after you've had the other two spicy ones?
I agree. The chili is basically non-existent after having the other two. But you're right, the kind of pineapple mango syrupy, yeah, all those bits are starting to come to light, which maybe they weren't quite as much before. Although this is quite mango-y as well on its own. I don't find it as much with the buttered up version. So maybe it's playing off that, I'm not sure. See, that one had been sat in the bottom of the chipotle sauce for quite a while. That one was nicer. Like, not just, again, not that it's bad, just more, a bit brighter, a bit more, less smoky dullness. I'm not sure why that is. Right then, I think that's enough from us. Just sat here filling our face with enough wings for about 6 people. So I'm going to leave it there. Wiltshire Chilli Farm, you've done it again, knocked it out of the park. A kind of overall last minute thoughts are, if you're not a proper chilli head, then this sweet chilli sauce is really fantastic. It's not hot and it's way better than anything else you can get in the supermarket. If you're not into wings but want something to shake up kind of a more rich, decadent meal, then the chipotle sauce is the way to go. I reckon some chicken marinated in that and done in the oven would actually be sublime. I think it's just not particularly wing savvy. And then if you want something hotter or something that is absolutely tremendous on wings, both straight up and in buffalo, the habanero really is an absolute winner. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already, subscribe if you would be so kind, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.